We are about to talk all things boathouses here on Lake Sinclair. I'm about to meet with Gary Fowler of High Tide Docks. And if you want to know about boathouses, then you need to watch this. This is Tracy. I'm here with Gary Fowler with High Tide Docks. And I'm so excited because I have been wanting to interview a boathouse builder here on Lake Sinclair. Tell them about what you do, Gary.
Well, basically, I draw up the plans. I build my own docks. We build the roof, the dock, we wire it, we hang it. We have artistic lighting, fish lights, bug lights. We got a little bit of everything. Ceiling fans, barn doors, cell phone chargers, irrigation. We do a little bit of everything. We do a turnkey deal.
The huge resale factor on Lake Sinclair are boathouses. So people love to see a boathouse there. So a lot of times people will build a boathouse when they're preparing to sell their home. To hire you right now, because it's January, it's freezing out here. But if I'm gonna hire you right this minute to build a boathouse, like what's the time frame look like?
You know, in the wintertime, we're not quite as busy as we are in the summertime. We can get back up in the summertime. But basically, once we start your project, we tear out the old dock and boathouse to put the new back. We can actually have the dock and two slits built back within 7 days. And it usually takes about 2 weeks to do the roof, the room, the electric, the lifts, and
Okay.
the LED lighting.
Okay, and the LED lighting is really cool. So if you're driving around Lake Sinclair at night, a lot of the boathouses have LED lighting and they're very pretty and in all different kind of colors. So it really sets them apart. What kind of range are we looking at? Like low end, and understand this is like people can deck these things out, or you can have a really basic one. So like take me from like a single boathouse range all the way to like a Mac Daddy like double boathouse.
I would say probably a single stall, to get a decent single stall, 38,000 to 42. Just depending on what all you want on it. And a double stall can run anywhere from usually about 64 on the low end and the most 72 on the top end.
And just to be clear, a single stall is for one boat slip, a double stall is for two boat slips.
And somebody getting one at around 72,000 usually includes 2 lifts, all the decorative lighting, refrigerator, all of it.
Bars, a party deck.
Party deck, dance floor, stereo system, TV, refrigerators, freezers, the fireworks.
That's where I want to hang out.
Basically, you know, what we're actually trying to do is actually trying to get people to get out of the lake house and get down to the waterfront. This dock and boathouse, he could just about sleep out here. And it's got everything.
So just to be clear, it is January 2024. So if you're watching this later on or whatever, these prices are like right now. So of course prices change. So how many boathouses can you work on at one time?
We only do one at a time.
One.
There's no sense in starting one and leaving the job site, going to the next one, starting it, doing a little bit, and going back to the next one. We get in, get out. We don't leave anything left unfinished.
So is there anything called a smart boathouse? Can you program these things from your phone?
We're actually able to pick up Wi-Fi switches, and this is what we call a Wi-Fi switch boathouse. Some boathouses we have put up to 5 smart switches in these boathouses. You could run your whole boathouse from Atlanta. You can turn your lights on, turn them off anywhere that you have Wi-Fi.
Tell us a little bit about the features on this boathouse right here. First of all, it's a single stall.
Well, it's single stall where we cover half the roof over here, half the dock with a roof. We got a chopper fan up here with a light on it. We got a sea-doo slip right here. Then actually he doesn't have the lifts in here, but he could actually put 2 sea-doo lifts right here and maybe 1 sea-doo lift on the other side. So he could actually have 3 sea-doo lifts right here. He got the pleated T11 ceiling up here. He's got the barn door, and he did an extra wide barn door. That's what he wanted.
I lost my other microphone, which is why I'm holding this one.
He's got several different lights up here. He wanted his lights tucked away up under the shelter, so he's got his outdoor lights tucked up under the eaves. He's got 2 up under here, pretty much all the way around the boathouse. And you don't have to have cleats on your dock to tie up your boat. You just tie them up to these posts right here, and when the water comes up and comes down, your boat can't get trapped up under your dock. He's got some nice cushions on here. He's also got the same bumper guards on the other side of the dock. And for his guests, when they come up in the boats, he's actually got a place for his guests to park their boats in a safe, secure spot.
So
That's
talk
correct.
to me a little bit about the lifts, and is the lift price included when we quote boathouse prices?
The lift price is included unless you just don't want a lift. But yeah, that we include the boat lift, the cost of the boat lift in there. It's got the high risers on it, and it actually picks the boat up not by the pontoons, but up under the carriage of the pontoon boat. Actually, you don't ever want to pick the boat up by the pontoons because you'll crinkle or possibly damage the pontoons.
Okay. And then whatever type of boat you have, you can have a pontoon boat, you can have a bass boat, or a speedboat, or a ski boat.
Boats come with a different kind of lift, and and of course you need a bigger motor and gear plate. They're heavy. They're extremely heavy.
Yeah.
We got a lift for every style boat out there, and sometimes we might have to do a double block and tackle on those boats just to get them picked up and get them out of the water.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. What makes your boathouse is different from
Well,
what sets you apart?
let me tell you another thing. We use saltwater spec poles. On this boathouse right here, it might be about 35 poles in it, but we use saltwater spec poles. We actually make a lot of this trim up here that we actually cut this. You don't buy all this stuff. We had to handcraft all this trim that we have around here.
What is the life expectancy of them?
I'm thinking, because I don't think I'm going to live that long to find out.
There are some boathouses here on Lake Sinclair. This lake was developed in the 50s and 60s, and there are boathouses out here that they're really old.
They're really old. There's not many lake lots left where we just come in and start building. That's why we had the track hoe and chains, because just about every job now is tear out and rebuild.
Well, Gary, thank you for all your time and to teach us all about your boathouses. I'm sure somebody will find this very useful. So exciting. So if you are wanting to build a boathouse, you need to call Gary with High Tide Docks. His information will be at the end of the video. We just wanted you to be a little more lake savvy about boathouses. Bye.